Hello everyone, welcome to my newest Let's Play of LeCLue, Detectivu. Yeah, another detective game, I know, right out of Ace Attorney no less, but this one is a lot shorter. I'm talking around maybe less than 8 hours, so if we do the same 40 minutes, we should be able to finish this in like 10 to 11 episodes. So I guess with that being said, I guess let's kind of just get started with this whole thing. You know, I thought there would be music or something, in the title screen, but I guess not. Oh well. Anyways, that being said, if we change save slots here, it's going to show you something. Although there are a bunch of main story scenes, as you can see, there's a huge gallery of, let me go back, sorry, I clicked the wrong button by mistake. There's actually a huge gallery of different secrets and such you can find. We're not going to go through that. I might show off a few things at, like, the end, but yeah, no, we're not going to go do that. We're mostly just going to go through the main story and such, as well as a few other aspects that I won't show, just obviously, to get you guys playing. But yeah. So I guess, like, without further ado, let's just get started. Yeah. Let's see. We start a brand new game erasing all your collectibles in progress, or I didn't know this game had New Game Plus. Restart the game, keeping your collectibles and overall progress. Hmm. Let me go. No, because I can't copy save slots, so... Huh. You know what? I'll just start a new game, because I'm not going to be collecting anything anywho, so... You'll never want to leave, huh? Huh. That's still creepy. Alright, apologies if the audio is too small. I will check the, well, the audio looks just a little bit less than mine at max, so I'll check how everything sounds and such, but yeah. Where are we going? Like, legitimately, where are we going? Oh. Oh, okay. Yes, this is more of a puzzle game than a detective game, to be honest with you, so... So these two move together, huh? There we go. Yeah, this is more of a puzzle game, to be honest with you, so... What exactly is this now? What is this? Yeah? Whole underwater elevator? To where? Sorry, I'm not trying to play dumb. I legit... It's been a while since I played this game, so I legit don't remember too much.
What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus? Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station.
A whole small town, huh?
It even had a museum
Yeah?
no one ever visited.
Agatha Christie's? Really? Agatha Christie's a mystery author, I think.
It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels.
Pharmacy and Magic, The Great Placebo. Sorry, I'm literally just looking at all these. Mr. Bean's Coffee Shop. Yeah, actually sounds like a coffee shop name, to be honest with you.
Typical, maybe even forgettable. But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeCLue. And she was the world's greatest detective. Finkelstein residence.
Whoa, that transition.
Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then. Richard? Yes, I got it. I did. And my answer is no. I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for.
What?
No, not yet. But if I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
Right. Let's look for ourselves and see. Yeah, that's just what we just read. Pencil. Okay. Chapter 1. Oh, this is also what we just read. What is this? Letter to Finkel fans. Well, it's me again, Arthur K. Finkelstein, and here we are at book 38 of Jenny LeCLue series, her most joyful adventure yet. 38? Yeah? You wrote 38 books and you're not done yet? Really? Despite any rumors you may have learned, the Jenny books will continue, as long as there's ink in my pen and ribbon in my typewriter. And it'll be more of the same. Arthurton will be a safe and happy place. What? Wait, so... What is this? Bart attack over it. I guess these are all the developers, I guess. Okay. Don't know why they would put it at like the very beginning of the game, but yeah, well, they do them. Seriously though, Arthurton will always be a safe and happy place. What, you just having the daily life of Jenny LeClue? Like, if she's supposed to be a detective, what crimes does she have to solve? Actually, yeah, that doesn't make sense. If she's supposed to be a great detective or whatever, but Arthurton's always a safe and happy place, then, like, what exactly crimes does she have to solve that would engage viewers? And this is like 38 books in, so I guess he must have done something right. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, just sometimes we'll be collecting gallery art. I might go look, I might not. I don't know. Anyways. Jeez. Let's hear now. Dear Arthur, I hope all is well. I've got bad news, chum. There's no way to say this. I've attached the latest book sales numbers. Yeah, copies are going down sharply. Wow. Nowadays, young readers want more mystery and danger. You're losing them with Jenny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. One bit of good news, it's too late for the stores to cancel the orders for the next book. So we're going to give you one last go and see if you can breathe life into the old girl. We want you to try a proper murder mystery. Start killing people off, add some drama. If you don't step it up, it's the case of Jenny and the Last Hurrah. Okay. So he's like in a situation where he's basically already out the door. It's just that they can't cancel orders for one more book, so he has to write that last book. Yeah, though, I'm not a murderer. Start killing people off. I'm not a murderer. It's a book. Matter of fact, what is this? Sorry, I don't see the name, but if this is supposed to be a detective story, yeah, you do have to murder somebody. That's why you start this off like that from the beginning. Issue is, you're 38 books in. You've gotten used to all the characters. You actually like all the characters, so now it's like you can't kill them off. Like, whatever. Anyways, Jenny LeClue and the missing marmalade sandwich. Nosedive to mediocrity without reservation. Only mystery left is how this trash keeps getting published. Yeah. Wouldn't know a good story if it bit you on the rump. Yeah? Dude, you're 38 books in and you haven't changed the formula? No wonder people are starting to get bored. 38 books is already a very long series. But, like... Actually, hold up. Let me pause the walkthrough rights. Let me look up the longest book series in the world. Let's see. Longest books in the world is the... Der Herb de... Oh, Heir to the Universe. Really? 14 books spanned over 30 years. Oh, okay. I thought, for some reason I thought... No, there's one by Robin Carr that's like 21 novels. And that isn't even to mention anime. That's... Like, well, I guess it depends on the amount of volumes and such, but yeah, it doesn't even... That doesn't even mention anime, like One Piece. That's legitimately like a couple... Not a couple thousand, like 1,100 volumes? Yeah, whatever. The point I'm trying to make is that... Alright, sorry. The point I'm trying to make is that, What was that? Sorry. The point I'm trying to make is that, like, you know, you're 38 books in, you gotta change the formula at least, like, a few times. Like, not even, like, once or twice. No, you gotta change it multiple times at this point. I took the worst bits out. We've got to move with the times. Thrown at a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows? Maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Richard Inkwell. Which is probably what we just saw. Alright. Alright then. Seems to me like this author doesn't even seems to me like this author doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, oh well. Alright. How do I progress forward? Oh, huh. They let you exit, okay.
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years?
Yes, that's what detective novels do. You start off with a bunch of smaller mysteries to kind of ease the reader into who the characters are and how they act, and then you throw them into a huge mystery. Seriously.
Fine. I'll give you what you want, but I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer, and you have unleashed my fury.
Okay.
Good day, sir.
Also, wait, 30 years?
Boring? Predictable? Pah!
30 years, 38 books, that is average of like 1.2 books each year. Of just mundanity, really? Like 30 years on a single series has not branching off. Well, again, a lot of manga writers do that, but still. That's a lot? No. Probably just one, but still.
Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get. It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead. Her skin was pale. Her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No. Never move the victim.
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk. But he's doing it wrong! As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me! I think it was an accident?
No, really?
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor.
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
And how exactly does that explain that green stuff
then
around her
she
lip?
bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder.
Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh yes, there is. It was murder. And I can prove it.
Alright. The case of the dead lab assistant.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings, but there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data, and finally...
Deduce the real cause of death.
Alright. Let's see what happened.
There's
First off.
no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
So something must have been opened up somehow. Otherwise, I don't suspect... Yes, there had to have been an open wound somewhere.
Approximately 8 sizes too big. And covered in mud.
Okay. Cut marks.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable, but her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
Oh, so they're just sew mark. I thought they were actual, like, fake injuries or whatever. Dropped coffee.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
How old is she? I'm pretty sure coffee's, like, bad for kids. How old is she?
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
Burnt matches, huh? And that matches the green residue on her lip.
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world, and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
Right.
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker.
A lockpick?
She'd worn it ever since.
I mean, it makes sense if it was like if it was like if it looked like a paperclip hairpin, but
The floor is wet and still also immaculately clean. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
right. After we got all the clues, we can now combine them.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip?
Right. I forget. I don't play too many games where it actually explains everything to you. Yeah, well. Anyways, first off, how do we know the victim didn't slip? Let's see. Two things. No mark on the floor, but the boots were muddy. How exactly is that possible? Muddy boots would leave footprints, but there's no mark.
The victim's boots are filthy. They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor. So where are they?
Someone else had to have been here.
Either someone washed away her footprints,
Or just dropped her body off
or
here.
she was carried here. Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? What was the real cause of death?
Easy. Coffee cup. Chalky green residue that smells like almonds. Okay. Plus mouth. There it is. Burnt matches.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus.
Phosphorus? Oh.
Also found in common garden fertilizer. The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
Can fertilizer even kill you? Well, I guess some can, but...
The case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover.
Where'd you find that
Jenny?
from?
The gardener, enacting his revenge.
Where did you find that from?
Jenny,
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
that's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test? Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue, so have a light lunch. The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents, they hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
Alright, let's start our deductions. Oh.
A new journal.
To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook.
Oh, don't I know that.
It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
Oh. Oh. I'm not gonna spend too long on this. That's it.
A new journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages.
Oh, why would you write it on the bottom of the second page? Really? Write it at the top of the first, not... Ugh.
And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Oh. Alright. Okay. Whatever. Anyways, then there's maps. Choosiness. Right. How do I put this? So what choosiness is? As you saw earlier, the game does in fact give you choices to make, and those choices determine how you react to certain things. And I guess the not coalition, but like the combination of all that results in what you have here. On the left side of the screen is the it is the, I guess, choosiness, personality thing, whatever, I don't know. Anyways, it is essentially the kind of person Jenny LeClue, and I guess by extension you are. So yeah, make your choices, find them. I believe they come from the 16 personalities thing, though I could be wrong. I know there's more than one, so yeah. Anyways. And last up is the postcards, which we will be collecting as we go along our adventure.
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Finally, it's time for a deduction. Limited eye contact, watery, defensive body language, missing ring.
Crossed arms.
She's
Furrowed
worried
brow.
about something.
Jenny saw
And
it
it's
coming from
something.
a mile away.
She's worried about something, and it's something personal. Oh.
Her mother was about to get
Emotional. I've really gotta go.
no, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Actually, what do you even write an essay on decapitation about now that I think about it? Like, do you just write how it occurs and the effects it has? I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Wow, the case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
Yeah, I just help her then.
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Yes?
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers. Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
Don't push your luck.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling...
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again. Look, I've considered your offer, Mom. And I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
Logic or motive? Let's try motive.
Late again? What are you up to?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble? All right, let's find these papers and get out of here.
Just what I was about to say.
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations. And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
What is this? Oh. That's weird. Sorry, just the... Her run cycle is very floaty. Like, I'm not sure if you guys can tell by, like, the recording. Maybe because I've set it to, like, 30 FPS, but I don't know. The way she runs just flows a bit weirdly. Oh, well.
Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
Chalkboard.
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You needed real-life experience. And Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
Let's see what we got. A great detective. Thinks like a killer. Trusts their instincts. Follows instincts. Okay. Knows when to ask for help. Never makes it personal. That's a lie. Reveals their hand too soon. Depends on the hand, really. Makes assumptions. A great detective never makes assumptions. I mean, isn't drawing conclusions basically making assumptions, just making assumptions? Just that you're using the evidence you have, which again, well, not again, which might just be wrong. Whatever then. Why are all these gallery arts all over the place? Seriously? Oh, here they are.
It's one of the students' term papers.
One
You
of
can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard.
Alright, let's... What, do we just move this? Oh. I thought we were on the back of the chalkboard.
Found you. Time to get out of here.
Another peek. Yeah? What art are we even looking at? So I have to see this. A typewriter. Okay, it's just a few like bits and bobs. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I thought something was... Never mind. Anyways. Yeah, apologies if you keep me like changing over my microphone and such. I'm like using a different setup than before. Well, unfortunately, because this isn't like a text-based. Well, it is a text-based game, but because it actually has gameplay in it, I have to use a whole nother monitor and look at that, and so yeah, it is what it is. Anyways,
Please do not touch. Someone must be running an experiment. Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
what is it? All right, right. At any point we can click. Sorry. We can click a button, and sorry. Let me get rid of all of these right here. There. I don't know why. I mean, let me just put one thing then. No. Right. Nothing. Nothing is better. Anyways, yeah. It's literally just so this is basically a summary of this is basically a summary of the game up to this point, including the different cases and so on. So let's just head
Jenny
out.
looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
Well, yeah, there's nothing for us here. We got the papers, time to leave. Simple as that.
Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
Yeah? Gumboldt College, huh? What was that?
What the? What a mess. I should investigate.
Right. What happened here?
Jenny had an instinct for sorting treasure from trash. To the untrained eye, this was just a discarded piece of an old postcard. But to Jenny, it was a mystery waiting to be solved.
I should keep my eyes open for any other pieces.
Okay. I mean... The case of the puzzling postcard, huh? Whatever. There's like 4 postcards, so... Oh yeah, see, there's different ones here. I wonder if I'll get a different one, because before I just got CEO and just kept it all the way. So... Alright then. What is here?
The notice board was awash with flyers, personal ads, and the occasional piece of gum.
I'm amazed anyone can find anything on here.
Fortunately, Jenny had a useful trick to use in a situation like this.
Mom always says, a great detective eliminates the noise. Focus on the details, and you'll find clarity in the chaos.
Alright, let's see how we do this. Gloria, pointless, 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 and pointless.
I wonder if anyone else reads this junk. Hold on. What's this?
Town notice, curfew.
Oh, no. They've extended curfew hours. Again.
Why do they have a curfew? If this is a perfect town, why do they have a curfew?
9 p.m. to sunrise? That's ridiculous.
I mean, 9 p.m. isn't that bad. It's pretty late, and usually it's usually when night falls at most times. So,
But necessary. Power outages had become a regular occurrence in town. It was dangerous to be wandering around after dark.
It won't be long before we need a permit to go out at all.
That's an exaggeration. Ooh, a sticker, huh? What is this?
Hey, you!
Oh, hi there!
What are you doing back there?
Well, I was pruning, but then I discovered this cerulean bugberry bush.
Discovered? These bushes are all over Arthurton.
Actually, this is an incredibly rare bloom.
There's nothing rare about Arthurton.
I beg to differ. Arthurton has many beautiful and exotic plants.
Alright, tell me some of them then.
Really? Like what?
Mushrooms with eyes that glow in the dark, berries that emit a bioluminescent mist, and flowers with nectar as sticky as superglue.
Okay, buddy.
Where? I've never seen
Just,
any of those things.
Yeah, how about you go home and sleep? Because maybe you haven't done that in a while.
Well, believe me, they do exist. I've had the pleasure of seeing them up close. That's one of the privileges of working for Dean Stroudsbury in his greenhouse.
Mushrooms with eyes? I actually think about it. If a mushroom had eyes, would it have sentience then, or?
Anyway, I should get back to work. I want everything to be perfect for the Dean's retirement celebration.
Like, would he be able to see? Whatever. What is this? They're bikes. What deduction? Oh. Right. Let's head off to the other way. Oh, wow, we're already 40 minutes in? Jeez. We've barely done anything. Already we're 40 minutes in.
Signs and decorations adorned the entire campus.
A party to celebrate the Dean's impending retirement.
Alright then.
Left! Left! I said left, damn it!
I mean, technically, but oh no, to him you went
What
right.
part
Okay.
of left are you having trouble with?
My left or your left?
My left. Obviously, I mean my left. Why would I mean your left?
So you want me to move it the other way?
Yes. Nothing would make me happier. If you're not careful, we're gonna have bronze brains all over the floor.
They seem busy. I should probably lead them to it.
Yeah. Just gonna walk on through.
Hello, Mr. Stroudsbury. How are you today?
Les Stroudsbury.
A jolly gentleman. The Dean was often seen shaking hands and kissing babies around town.
He's also Mom's boss.
But more than that, he was her loyal friend.
What do you think, Jenny?
The Dean had dedicated his life to Gumboldt. And the townspeople had spared no expense in their tribute to him.
Quite a striking resemblance, Mr. Stroudsbury.
It's a scary thing, Jenny. Retirement.
Great excuse for a party, though.
Is it?
What will you do when you're no longer the Dean?
I've been trying not to think about it.
Huh. Is retirement even that bad? Like, legitimately, you've literally saved enough money to live off of that for like the rest of your life, doing essentially whatever you want. So like,
This place won't be the same without you.
Things change, Jenny. Time marches on, and we must do our best to adapt. It's going to be difficult, but I'm sure we will get through it.
What do you mean, we?
Do you think they made my belly too big?
yeah, changing the subject. It'd just be nice.
It's probably just a perspective, Mr. Stroudsbury.
You are a clever one, Jenny LeClue. Speaking of which, have you been practicing your detective skills?
Have I? Of course, always.
Well then, I have a challenge for you. I bet you can't guess what I ate for breakfast.
At last, a real challenge for Jenny.
Okay.
A fiendishly difficult puzzle that would take all her wits to solve.
Let's respect them then.
Well, okay. Anything for you, Mr. Strasberry.
Oh, how wonderful.
But first, I need to ask you a few questions.
Right, the interrogations now. They're basically like deductions, to be honest with you. So, let's see here. 8 clues. What do we have? Gumboldt logo, basketball game today.
The Dean was a big fan of the Gumboldt Moonbeam, and not just because his son was a prominent figure on the team.
Well, a bench warmer anyway.
Bow tie, powder. Yeah. Oh, that looks like it would literally just be
It can't
a
be
part
dandruff. He has no hair.
Sorry, that looked like it would just be a part of his design. No, that's actually powder. Wow, that's actually really clever of them.
I have a hunch it's powdered sugar.
But he has a spoon in his pocket. Under stress.
Looks like he accidentally put a spoon in his pocket instead of his pen. It's got a coffee stain on it.
Oh. Well, we know he had coffee then, I guess. This is another gallery item. Ooh, no, it's not. What is this? Shaky penmanship, unusually cluttered, lots of
A
revisions.
thick bundle of note cards poked out of the Dean's pocket.
Something important. Something very important.
What's he keeping so close to his chest? You've been making a lot of notes, Mr. Strasberry.
Oh, I was intending to make a speech on Saturday.
Why have you scratched out so much of it?
Your mother suggested I keep it short. And quite right, too. I must have rewritten it 20 times by now. I just can't seem to find the right words.
Fair enough. Pocket watch. Family heirloom. Nearly an hour slow. Oh.
His watch is slow.
He didn't have time to set it. He rushed out.
That's unlike the Dean. He's usually very punctual.
Then that means he didn't have time to set it. He must have just rushed out the house.
Your watch is 45 minutes slow.
Is it? Oh my. That explains why there was no cheesecake left in the cafeteria. My head's not screwed on today. Thank goodness you noticed, or I'd be late for my meeting with your mother.
Oh, really? She didn't mention anything to me.
Meeting, you say?
Oh, well, of course she wouldn't. It's nothing important.
Why are you meeting then?
It's just, she's helping me finalize my plans for,
Your party?
Yes, that's it. My retirement party. Thank you.
I mean, you literally could have just said for your speech, but
You
okay.
Mr. Strasberry?
Of course. Now let me just fix my watch before I forget. Now, where were we?
Another potestas est ipsa scientia. What does that say? Club or fraternity?
Ipsa scientia potestas est.
Oh. Something science is?
Looks like Latin. Your ring sure looks old.
In science? I don't know.
It was made for my grandfather. He passed it down to my father, who passed it down to me. And when the time comes, I'll pass it on to my son.
The Strasberry family had been champions of education for generations.
What does the inscription mean?
Knowledge itself is power.
Oh.
The inquisitive spirit is a mighty thing, Jenny, and nothing is as important as the truth.
Well, that's not ominous at all. What are the grass flecks from running?
For the Dean, being covered in plant life was not unusual. His work as a botanist was renowned.
Oh.
Looks like you're carrying some extra baggage today, Mr. Strasberry.
Well, I do have a lot on my mind.
I was referring to your legs.
Oh, thank you. I have been doing my daily calisthenics.
No, I mean the sticky stuff on your pants.
What? Oh!
Yeah?
Hitchhikers. I've been working on a new orchid hybrid in my greenhouse. They're beautiful, but the leaves are quite clingy. I will say, I am looking forward to spending more time in the dirt.
Right. And the last thing which I just noticed. He's missing a button. What? Oh, I guess it was unbuttoned. Okay. That is not blood. Too pinkish. Fruit. Jam. Oh.
The Dean didn't button his shirt properly. It looks like a bloodstain, but the seeds indicate otherwise.
Seeds?
So, what do you think, Jenny?
Sure, Mr. Strasberry. I've got everything I need to solve this mystery.
Right.
What did the Dean eat for breakfast?
Easy. Shirt button plus bow tie. Powdered sugar's pastry, donuts.
Jam on his shirt and
jelly
powdered sugar
donut.
on his tie.
A powdered jelly donut.
The evidence points strongly to the Dean's breakfast consisting of 1, maybe 2 donuts.
There it is.
What else can I tell about the Dean's morning?
Well, first off is how the watch is slow, shirt was buttoned incorrectly, and there was a spoon in his pocket, meaning he had to have rushed out of the house for something, as he didn't have time to fix anything else.
The Dean had neglected to wind his pocket watch, the act of a distracted man. This resulted in his whole routine being thrown off, which might explain why he has a spoon in his pocket instead of a pen. You had a donut for breakfast.
Yes?
I'm guessing...
Ooh, strawberry or raspberry, huh? Let's try strawberries. I like them more.
strawberry.
How did you know?
That part was easy. You always have donuts for breakfast.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. There was seed. Well, no, raspberries have seeds now that I think about it, huh?
But something else caught my attention.
Oh?
I think you have something on your mind, Mr. Strasberry. You are usually a picture of precision and punctuality. But today, there's a spoon in your pocket and your shirt button is undone.
My. You really are a LeCLue. Your father would be so proud.
Thanks. Well, I should be going. I'm meeting your son by the lake.
And I'm meeting your mother in the library. What a small world this is.
Too small.
A perfectly small world with everything in its right place.
Who would want to change that?
Pardon?
Nothing. See you on Saturday.
Oh, yes. Until we meet again, Jenny LeCLue.
Right. Anyways, now the game's saved. I think I'm just gonna end things here. We're like 52 minutes in and I don't want to go for like an hour or so because I know what's happening next. So I think now is probably the best time to end things. So yeah. Next time on LeCLue Detectivu, we're going to, if memory serves, head to the docks and solve, I guess, an actual mystery there. So yeah. I guess with that being said, thank you all for watching and yeah, I'll see you all next time.